black elite that's on TV. It speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
Come on in, guys. Salute, and welcome to the Mr. Good Bread Reaction channel. And those of you watching from the Brutally Honest Good Bread channel, salute and welcome all, guys. Keep in mind, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We gonna cater to the truth. We gonna cater to common sense, and we not gonna complicate it, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button in the top right portion of your screen. There's 3 dots. Click into that and hit that like button on the check-in, guys. Wipe your feet on the like button. We got a good show today, guys. Some of you guys got "This is how black culture was destroyed in America," while some of you guys got "Sexyy Red confirms NXT appearance." But why, guys? But why? I need you guys to think. 2 things I know, and the only 2 things I know is women and wrestling, pro wrestling. I've been a pro wrestling fan since 1984, since I was 2, guys. And they've been up ever since, man, up ever since. My auntie used to work in Madison Square Garden when they used to run their house shows in Madison Square Garden. And I went to every house show back in the 90s and in the late 80s and 90s. Every single Madison Square Garden house show, I was there. I saw the body bag match with The Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior. I mean, I seen it all, guys. I was there for the Click incident, the steel cage match that sealed the fate of Triple H. I was there for that. I saw them hugging in that ring. I saw them break kayfabe. And that's what we're here to do today, guys. So, without any further ado, let's talk about it, guys, because I'm a wrestling fan and I can't stand that they got this little ratchet thing in what I like to watch. Now, and it's sad enough, guys, because wrestling, right? They adapt to the culture. They adapt cultural, pop culture, hip hop culture, politics. They adapt that and they add that to their program and to their storylines to make money, guys. And trust me, they project. They are seen around the world. So when you watching wrestling, wrestling is an industry that is global, guys. So if you get eyes on them, if you put a bad product out, you trust and believe. If you put a bad agenda or a bad message out, you trust and believe a lot of people going to watch it. So I was kind of taken back when I got the news that Sexyy Red was confirmed. So let's read the article and then I'll share my thoughts, more of my thoughts on this whole thing. All right, it says Sexyy Red, and this is as per Billboard. Sexyy Red confirms WWE NXT appearance for next week. The St. Louis rapper says she might RKO somebody. Definitely, they don't need her for wrestling, any wrestling role, any physical role. They just need her audience, guys. Understand, this is just a marketing tool because they know her audience and her following gonna follow her. So if her following see her in the E, then her following is gonna tune in to the E. So this is a part of Triple H big plan to take over. Now, I mean, Triple H, WWE is in a war right now. They're in a war with another wrestling company. So they're doing everything in their power to monopolize the industry, even though we know you can't monopolize. Monopolies is done. It's a done deal. Oh, my guy Hacksaw Jim Duggan is right, man. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Man, we're going to talk about it today. So let's get into this article. Sexyy Red continues her dominance over the pop culture landscape. over the weekend, you see how they're following her dominance. So they can swipe. This is how you collaborate. And this is how our culture, guys, I want y'all to know, right? You know, I'm not a race agitator. I don't play with the racism because I know that it's about class. Get you some money and people will work with you. But it's always the agenda, guys. It's always the agenda to make black people look like buffoons. You make a lot of money making black people look crazy or gangster. You know what I mean? And this is, again, this is a culture vulture move right here by on the WWE's behalf. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, WWE, they have women where they already stole the swag. They already stole the sexy red swag and character, guys. Peep game. They already stole that. So now what they finna do is swipe the audience and bring Sexy Red audience along to their product so that her audience could cheer for these girls. These two girls are currently in a tournament to crown the newest and the first North American champion. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. This is why that's a marketing move. That's a marketing move. And it's a genius move. You can't front on that. It's a genius move, guys. So let me get back to this article. Continues her dominance over pop culture landscape. Over the weekend, she linked the Lana Del Rey at Hangout Festival in Alabama. The TikToker Young Mantis recently mocked up a prank. Sexyy shrimp promotion. So that's her tag. She got the tag Sexyy. We also got Jey Uso running around saying yeet. So it's just all about these tags and it's all about the following and the influence. Shrimp promotion to help get Red Lobster out of bankruptcy. Now, after helping save America's favorite seafood chain, we know how much they love them crab legs, guys. Modern women and them crab legs. So, of course, they use her as a spokesperson for seafood, Red Lobster. The St. Louis rapper is setting her sights on the world of wrestling. Last night on X, she teased an appearance on WWE developmental show NXT, tweeting, "I can't wait to go to NXT next week. Y'all, I might RKO somebody." No one really knew if she was trolling or not. So we had to wait for WWE to confirm, which it did on last night's WWE NXT show on USA. Yeah, they ran a little ad. I'm not going to play that ad because WWE is very, very sensitive with their content. If you think that Jay-Z and ESPN and Vlad is sensitive with their copyrights, you ain't see nothing yet with WWE. So I'm not playing that little ad and commercial, but they ran a whole commercial for it. Sexy Red and her fans seemed hyped too, with one ex-user calling her Sexy Orton. You see how you dragging in the fans because guys react to what the girls are doing. You know what I mean? Guys react to what the girls are doing. Guys wouldn't spend no money. If it was no women, guys will sit there and get on their purpose and collect the high score, put the points. They'll be collecting points just to look at their high score. It's the women that get the guys' attention, and then the guys do what the women do. Where the women go is where the guys is gonna go. So it's a very, very, very smart strategy. Very smart strategy by WWE to incorporate whole culture in their programming, in their television programming, because they know they got their eye tuned in to our stations. They know what was going on. You think that they don't know what the Red Pill was doing? You don't think that they don't know that it's Red Pill out here now? Guys, you don't think they don't know? Look, guys, I'm going to show you something on their television. Because this is on their programming. This is how they incorporate what's going on in reality, what's going on, you know what I mean, on their TV and programming. Let me show you something that they got on NXT. And it's all of the energy that Sexy Red be on social media doing. Listen to this, guys.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, But you ain't tricking us.
You see what I mean? You see how they bring that they steal the culture and it's not healthy. This is the toxic part of our culture, but they can make so much money off of it because everybody loves the dysfunction. So, you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Now do you see why they invite Sexyy Red? Now do you see why? Guys, I'm playing for you again.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
Crusty, dusty, musties. I got my guy King Grove in the place to be, a current wrestling fan. You know, I know an old-time wrestling fan. What's going on, King Grove? What it do?
Oh, same old same, man. Same shit, different toilet, homie.
Man, how you feel about Sexyy Red exploiting Black culture and entering our favorite sport?
Well, basically, this is like when they first had, if you remember on ESPN years ago, they had that dude, that rapper that couldn't sell a record if
Right.
his life depended on it. What was his name? Lil B. Remember they had that dude that got knocked out, the dude that they had on what was it, on ESPN, and he had a church lady hat on, he had a blouse and some old lady earrings, and he was talking about he was gonna put a curse on I think Stephen A and some of them other people.
Right.
He was, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to think about it. They've always integrated television and media with people that were selling and people that were relevant. But we talking about somebody whose album didn't sell 2,000 records nationwide. So why would they put this man when at the time, you know what I'm saying, you had all kind of people that was doing numbers? I ain't see them try to put 50 on there. You know, they ain't put like T.I. on there at the time. They ain't put other cats, you know what I'm saying, from like New York to West Coast, down south, Midwest, whatever, who have sold millions of records, or just people who are famous in general in other Black culture. But it seems like for the Blacks, because I notice on white TV and on Latino TV, I don't see this same kind of energy. They want to put the most degenerate shit they can to represent Black people. It's almost like they're trying to make the rest of America hate Black folks. Church.
And guys, I'm glad you mentioned that, my guy, because y'all do know the first documented slave owner was a Black man off shit like this, off the stuff that we gonna go over today. That's why I don't want none of y'all playing like victims, bro. We not victims. We victims of our own doing, because Sexyy Red don't give a damn. She's making money. And the people that tend to make money, they don't give a damn. They don't care as much as the people that get sucked into the agenda. The people that buy into the agenda, they the ones that always worrying about the white man and this and that. When the actual character, they working with the white man. They selling the culture out.
There you go. There you
See,
go.
that's the deal. I'ma go there and I'ma twerk and I'ma be me so that I could bring the toxic attention to your product, and you gonna pay me.
Right.
And I'm gonna go home, and everybody gonna think that's how Black woman is in America, because your product is global. The whole America got eyes on your product. So now this is the perception of what Black women are. Keep in mind, guys, one of these girls' name is Jakari Jackson. The other girl name is Legends. What was it? It's Lash Legends. So now if they not jacking the culture, they see what y'all doing. They watch social media. So her name is Lash Legends, Legend of the Eyelash. The shit we hate. Black men is screaming to the top of our lungs, stop with the deer horns, stop with the eyelashes. But now we got the world, a global product promoting Legends Lashes. Lashes Legends.
What did Nas say? But you let them, use you as an example. These are our heroes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that pretty much, according to the WWE, Sexyy Red is a long life WWE fan, backing up that claims are a bunch of posts across social media, like when she took to X to comment on wrestler Trick Williams and his feud with Metaphor Stable, which is currently going on right now. Keep in mind, Trick Williams is an African-American male who is the inaugural NXT champion right now. He's the current, not inaugural, he's the current NXT champion right now, guys. That's the big title. That's the big title for that brand. You know what I mean? So the landscape, and thanks to Triple H and the team he has put together, the landscape of pro wrestling is changing. It's changing. It's going to take some time, but these things need to be highlighted. These things need to be zeroed in on, guys, because we do it to ourselves. You know what I mean? We do it to ourselves. And then we got the nerve to blame the white man, the boogeyman. Nah, we can't blame the boogeyman, guys.
Can't sell crack if there ain't no crackheads.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Hold on, my guy. I would definitely drop the link. Definitely dropping the link for anybody that want to join the live, guys. This is an important topic. And I love the sport of wrestling. And I'm not a race agitator. And I'm not a coon. But I just got to call it the truth. I got to remove the gray area. You know what I mean? I watched this pro wrestling since since I was 2.
The 80s, you know what I'm talking about?
Facts. Salute. We got my guys of Black Gunk Zero in the building. What's going on, Black Gunk?
Hey, what's happening? I'm at work.
What's going on, Goku?
What's happening,
All
brother?
right. Hey, no problem. Listen, when I saw the title that you guys were going to talk about, Sexy Red entering NXT next year, I had to talk about it because I've been a long WWE fan for a long time, and to me, this is a slap in the face to all the great African American pro wrestlers that have ever entered the business. Guys like Ron Simmons, guys like Mark Henry, Booker T, The Rock. I mean, those guys that been in the WWE, in my opinion, had integrity. Now, fast forward to now, like, I mean, the product is good, but it's just that when I saw this on Twitter, I shook my head. I'm like, I'm not watching this one episode because this isn't the first time this isn't the first time something like this happened. It was back in 2006. They had this tag team called Crime Time, which was Shag Gaspard and rest in peace, he died a couple years ago, and JTG. Now, this was promoted by Shag Gaspard himself, 2 black men. Now,
Preach, bro. Preach.
it was entertaining at first. Don't get me wrong, but to me, that betrayed a negative stereotype for black people, black men in particular. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge WWE fan. I will always watch WWE, but it's just that for things like this, that I just don't agree with.
That's a
That's
fact.
all.
Man, Cuzzo, that's you, Cuzzo? Cuzzo, is that my Cuzzo? My Cuzzo from another muzzle? Dave, that's you, Super Dave? Put a 1 if that's you, Dave. Salute, my guy. Oh, it's up. It's up. We gonna have us a good old time, man. Let me get back to the article, man. Hip hop has been intertwined with pro wrestling since the 80s. That's a fact, guys. When Run DMC performed wait, y'all dumb. Y'all dumb for that. Y'all dumb for that. Because it wasn't just at WrestleMania 5. It go back to WrestleMania 1, guys. They made the deal with MTV. Then they got the show. They got the Saturday show. So it go back way further than 89. But I guess this is a typo, or this is a young blogger. A slew of rappers have also made appearances in and outside of the ring, like Ice-T, Bad Bunny, and Salt and Pepper, to name a few. And rappers like West Side Guns, Action Bronson, and Wale frequently make wrestling references in their music. with the latter going as far as to host a yearly wrestling event called Wale Mania. Big Sexy will be on NXT Live next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on USA Network. All right, so my Sexy Red fans, you can catch her next Tuesday at 8 Eastern on USA Network. You know what I mean? You gotta borrow somebody's password or something. Do you know how y'all do? But that's how you can catch your girl. And that's for that article, guys. So we gonna move away. That's my guys. We gonna move away from Sexy Red because it's not just the women that sold our culture out. And I'd be a fuck dude just to highlight the women